Hello and welcome. Today we have a scrim match on Route 66. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it. You're running the single healer with the Mercy. You have the Sombra to supplement that lack of healing. Perfectly viable. You got tons of flanking power and just general firepower on this team. So that's cool. You're going to want to watch out for if the opponents have a Sombra, because she'll get first dibs on hacking health packs. Let's see. What else do you want to look for? No, that's pretty much it. You have a lot of flanking power, so you want to take it slow. You don't want to be impatient. You want to let your Sombra and Tracer set up first, and then you can go for dives. Actually, looks like you messed up your translocator there. Okay, small mechanical thing. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, so unlikely they have a Sombra because she probably would have hacked that first. Yeah. Okay.
And Reinhardt.
Okay, so there's a Bastion.
On the
Cool. This is great. Oh, okay. This is good. Okay, great.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Ruin their plan.
Okay. Ooh, okay. You want to be a little bit careful here. Oh, wait, what? What just happened? Oh, the Graviton. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Mini Graviton. Okay, so it looks like you guys are starting this fight a little bit prematurely. As you can see, your teammates are off screen. They're like to the right over here. They're in no position to help you and give you support.
Yep. Okay.
So that's good. I like the translocate. It looks like I think this is your Pharah. She's starting to get into the fray.
Ruin their plan.
But she's still kind of far away. So I really don't like you, Tracer, doing this engagement so quickly. I would have liked for you guys to wait a little bit longer before you started peeking out.
Oh.
But that Bastion ruined my plan.
You can get him. Nice. Okay. A little bit slow there, but still, it's good. You got him. Another one. Okay, and the stealth. Okay, great.
Oh, go from Mercy. Oh, alright.
Just a small mechanical thing right here. From these tires to your right, you can actually just jump onto this platform. You don't have to run around. Just a small mechanical thing. Okay, so you guys lost your Mercy, but you killed Zen. Actually, what else is on the kill feed? Oh, and you lost your Pharah. Okay. Yeah, your Pharah shouldn't have jumped in like that, especially against Sebastian. That was pretty silly. Oh, and yes, and... Oh, no. Oh, sorry. That's my phone. Okay, so right here... Yeah, you go for the Mercy. No, that's perfectly viable. Actually, the way you handle that was fine, especially since you had the translocate. Well, specifically because you had the translocate. Okay. No. Nice. This is good for you, actually. You get to, and you get, so now your EMP is almost up, or almost ready, so that's great.
Point.
So right now, to be honest, your team is starting to drop like flies. You probably want to look for an opportunity to exit this fight and disengage.
On him. As well. Oh my gosh,
yeah, you need to just bail. I would just use a stealth, translocate, whatever it took to get out of here. Well, probably not translocate, because you can't throw it far enough. Oh. So I'd be stealthing and getting the hell out of here right now.
Should I go Hanzo?
Okay, that's... Okay, so that's what I like to call like a low value kill. Because, well, actually, it's actually not that bad because you guys have the spawn advantage. So, well, actually at this point, not really. So, okay, so here's kind of what I'm trying to balance in my head. So obviously earlier I said, you should disengage. You went in for the kill on Orisa. And you got the kill, which is great. If you hadn't got the kill, then well, you probably just would have died, and then you just reset with your team. That's fine too. Now, killing this Orisa is actually pretty decent because she's slow, and it's gonna take a while for her to get back to the fight, and it's on the back end of this fight, so that's good for you guys. Assuming no one else on your team dies. If you die, then it's gonna be what I like to call a low value kill, or if anyone else on your team dies right now, it's gonna be a low value kill. It's not gonna mean a whole lot, especially since you had your EMP. So we'll see what happens.
I bet Hanzo will counter this.
Oh.
Keep going for
yeah.
For now.
So it wasn't a horrible thing to do, but I would have liked to see you disengage. So yes, it did turn out to be a low value kill because your team kind of just got wiped. Okay, so now what do? Now you just look for a really good EMP. It's really critical that you try to get Mercy and Bastion into that EMP, and which is possible if that Mercy is right clicking that Bastion. Okay. So take your time. Your team needs to position. You and Tracer need to get deep flanks with your stealth, your translocates, blinks, etc. Get deep behind enemy territory, ideally behind coverage. Then when you're ready, you flank from your side. Winston and D.Va dive. Do you still have the D.Va? I think you still have a D.Va. Dive from the other side, and then you get the EMP off.
No.
They're all the way back.
Zen
They're
soldiers.
back up left.
Oh, this is so easy. Okay, so you also could just stealth in and translocate and just dive on top of them. That's possible too. That's not how I would do it, but because of their positioning, they're all clumped up on that side. It's fine.
I think I booped the right.
Oh, but your Winston went in. Is that your Winston? Did he go in too early?
Zen
They're
soldiers.
back up left.
Where is your Winston? No, that's
I
Tracer.
think I booped the right.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yep, you flipped the Rhine off.
Oh, okay, did you? Oh, and you got the Bastion. Good.
Bastion's dead.
Zen's low.
Oh, I'm not quite sure why you're. I think right now the priority is to just win that fight. So this heal a little bit unnecessary,
They've got a Mercy though, be careful.
or rather this health pack.
I'm gonna
Soldiers low, back right. Got the Mercy.
Yeah, so definitely would have liked to see you. I think you had plenty of health to work with. Mercy had just topped you off. You could have just stayed in that fight and just kept fighting. It still worked out, so that's cool. I like the proactive. I like the proactiveness here. You guys are going for getting in a position for the next fight. This is great, especially against teams that are running like a Bastion. So this is totally cool. Ooh, actually, this is a little bit rushed. So your Tracer just popped off here, got 2 kills. So, in my opinion, you're actually. I would have liked to see you go on the high ground, pressure this Bastion. You're going onto the tank. It looks like this is not the fight that you want. So yeah, definitely go for high ground. Oh, your team is just crushing everyone. Okay, that's great. Cool. So your team punished the fact that they're kind of a static, that they're running a static composition with the Bastion. What is this Reinhardt doing? Oh my God, this is like solo queue. Yeah. So right now your opponents are trickling in. They're not setting up with the defense like that. You have to. It's even more imperative than usual that you actually set up, together. They're setting up separately, and you absolutely, in general, you can't do that, and especially when you're running a Bastion, you just can't do that. So, right now, I'd like you to look for deep flanks. Again, I'd like you to try to get. Actually, I think you had time to like get in here and then like kind of poke around from the back. Oh, it looks like your Pharah is going to put in a ton of work though here. You're just supplementing with some left clicks. I like it.
I hate
And a pulse bomb.
barriers.
Cool. Good.
Oh,
At the tempo.
Got the soldier.
Okay.
he's back alive.
Oh.
Right on point.
Wait, what happened there?
Got the soldier.
He's back alive.
Okay.
Right on point.
Low matrix. I can't block all of it.
Oh,
Kill him.
So just in general, I'm not really happy with your positioning ever since like here. You're just kind of at like this kind of mid-range distance as if you were kind of like a soldier. This just isn't quite where you need to be. Like we talked about earlier, if you had found a way, and you had downtime to do this, to just get in and then flank from this little tiny room, you would have caused so much havoc, so much like chaos and pressure on the opponents. And actually your Tracer could have done that too. But I think you had a really good opportunity to do that. So really unfortunate that you didn't do that. And I think actually this fight goes much better if you do get that position. All right. You got the Bastion. Okay, so now you're going for this right side.
We'll try one more time if it's not working then we'll switch.
That's 75 accuracy.
So you probably want to put a translocate there.
Stationary target.
shoot.
No translocate, okay.
I booped the Ryan, but he sniped me. Cool. That's the reason why I don't like it.
Yeah, you go for the Zen first. Oh, that should have been a kill. So you were kind of focused on Bastion for some reason, and then you kind of realized that you needed to kill Zen first. So absolutely, you had to just prioritize Zen and drop him immediately. He only has 50 health, right? So
That's the reason why I don't like it.
oh, that's really unfortunate.
Zen is.
Bastion's
Gotta
dead.
force the ult.
I would have liked actually right
The
here,
ult.
right there. As soon as you eat that fire strike, start looking for a hack onto this Reinhardt. Oh yeah, you totally could have hacked him. He would have just melted instantly. Well, we'll see what happens here. This Reinhardt is
Soldier's having
horrible.
some
I have
wins.
res.
That is one of the worst Reinhardts I've ever seen. Okay, cool. It's enough trash talking. Okay, cool. So it looks like you guys are gonna clean this up. Don't be afraid to actually, just in general, I feel like you're not hacking your opponents very much, and you're not looking for opportunities to hack them. So like Reinhardt, one of the best hackable targets in the game, right? Okay, again, I'd like you to go for that flanking route we talked about. You know, like obviously you can't see it here, but you know, around. You're not horrible here, but still, I think if a fight were to start, like if they were gonna try to stall and bring it back again, you'd be very valuable back there.
Oh, okay.
Good.
To Diva, I think.
No, Genji.
This is good. This is good. I like your positioning here. Ooh, actually, I don't like that you did that. So right here,
Ooh.
as soon as he kind of muscles you out of this position, you had two options. One was to walk forward and get the health pack. Well, I guess you had three options. Run and get the health pack and probably die, so not a good option. Or actually, I guess you could try to 1v1 him on top of the health pack. That's possible, but given the circumstances and where your opponents are and where your teammates are, I don't like that option. Number two, which is what you did, which was you like backed off and then translocated in. Not very great. Similar to option two, but I guess a little bit worse. Or sorry, to option one, but a little bit worse. And then the better option was actually just to back off. You can go to high ground on the left, dance with him a little bit more, see what he does, and react accordingly. So, oh yeah, this is brutal. The health. Oh, I think actually you had a moment there. If you were on top of it to actually get another heal. But that being said, as you can see,
Whoopsie from
oh
this.
darn it.
That's not even.
Sorry. Fat fingered. Or I guess misclick is more
Careful.
accurate. Okay. So as you can see, your opponents are like all right here around you, right? So you actually had no business being there in the first place. You should have just backed off to the left to get high ground, and then from there stealth somewhere new or translocated somewhere new. Actually, you couldn't translocate because you actually used it on the health pack, but it would have been nice if you had held on to it. Although I'm not quite sure at what point you put it down. So, anyways, okay, cool. You go for EMP here. This is great. Yeah, I like this. This is awesome. Not a whole lot to say here. It's a decent EMP. No, it's a good EMP. Cool. So okay. So now again, like we talked about, downtime. Push. Yes. Get deeper. Get the health. Get the packs. Good. You want to keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Fight around here. This is great.
Genji's dead.
No one's
Dow's
on
gonna
cart.
get away.
Look for a hack onto that Reinhardt. Oh, no one's on the cart. Oh, that's
Dow's gonna
unfortunate.
get away.
Cart, guys, cart.
Zenyatta
Actually,
and
but
Reiner on
you
the
but
right.
you actually you shouldn't be on the cart. You absolutely should not be on the cart. That should be Mercy or I don't know, Winston or Diva. But actually, in this part of the map, this is actually pretty tricky because there's not a whole lot of space back here for you to like flank. The best spot is right here. This kind of second floor. You have pretty good line of sight to look down. That's where I would like you.
Three cart.
Yeah, so right here you're not very effective, right?
Protect
Like
that Mercy.
it's not horrible, but it's definitely not ideal.
Dying cart.
I'm out of map.
Yeah, so that's just not gonna work. Oh, did you get rezzed? Oh, you did get rezzed.
Someone was too split.
Oh, okay. Well,
Genji dead. I don't think it matters though.
Jumping out.
just as a side note, I don't think it was. Well, no, I guess for the next play. Nah, that's fine. Okay, cool. All right, so what are you gonna do now? So now you have EMP again. You have EMP. You can do what you did earlier. Get a nice translocate on top of them or stealth or whatever. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter. Oh, and you just got a kill onto Mei. Yes, this is good. The only problem. Oh yeah. Look. So let's see that one more time. So there is actually a problem with this EMP. Right there. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Soldier and Tracer. And I think that because your translocate was so deep, actually, let's use a different color here. Or rather, not so deep, but like basically what I'm trying to say is the angle's wrong, right? Like you don't have the right angle. You probably should have positioned it more out in the open over here. That way you have better chance of hitting them with EMP. And probably better if the best case scenario is if you do it while you're in the air, like up here, and you get everybody. Yeah, so a decent EMP, but you missed some targets.
Soldier on top of Simi. And Lucio. Lucio low.
I have res.
Got him.
Soldier's dead.
Oh,
I know where she is. On point. Wait
and again, your positioning not so great. I want you like deeper behind your opponents. I want you playing with this kind of area over here and over here. Really being a nuisance as they're coming out of spawn.
I know where she is. On point. Wait and then out.
Fight on point again.
Like where you are now, you're just gonna be taking a lot of ambient damage from like, you know, Reinhardt swings and icicles and, you know, things like that. So cool.
I got
I'm over that Tracer.
Tracer, no
Oh, that's
recall.
good. Oh, did you get it? Oh,
Honor.
oh, you didn't get the hack. That would have been a good hack.
Soldier's dead.
Lucio dead.
Dead. I think
Is
we
that
got
it?
it.
Okay. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't have more time to review your VOD, but pretty happy with your Sombra play. We're definitely going to need you to push your flanks more. So you flank pretty consistently, and that's great. You're getting into the right. What's the word I'm looking for? Like you're going for the right flanks, but you're not pushing them deep enough. So if that makes sense, what I'm trying to say is when you, what's a good example? A good example might be on Streets phase, when as soon as you guys capped the point, you and Tracer pushed, right? Like you went to that left side, you got that hack on that health pack, and if I recall correctly, you actually pushed like towards Orisa on the low ground, which was kind of silly. You almost certainly should have gone on the second floor and pushed around and looked for better targets like Mercies or like to hack a Bastion from behind, things like that. So, and there were some more examples. Maybe you can watch this video again. But basically, it feels like you're not pushing your flanks deep enough. And when you do, you're kind of just pushing them head on, like in this case against the Orisa. So definitely look for opportunities to when you get those flanking paths, which you are choosing very well, to push them more. Get deeper and deeper. Cool. EMP usage was on point, except for that last one, like we talked about, where you needed to get it into the air more to get more targets. Need you to get more hacks onto your opponents. There was a lot of opportunities, I think, that you missed to get hacks onto Reinhardt's and things like that, which would have been great. So I feel like you're not using your hack enough. Your left click usage seems pretty good, but tone up the hacking a little bit. What else? Translocate usage seems pretty decent. Stealth usage seems pretty decent. You seem to understand how to use her. I think you said you were Masters players, so that's great. Cool. Yeah, so work on those things, and I think, yeah, you will do well. Your team, unfortunately, I will say this, your opponents don't seem very great, so it's kind of hard to critique your team play. I'm not super happy with it based on that first point that I saw, those first like 2 fights. So after that, I was kind of focusing more on your gameplay. So cool. I hope this video was educational, and if you liked it, please subscribe. Thank you.